Hello, this is the God Consciousness Project, and we present from the book God Consciousness, written directly by God, Chapter 32, Death and Life Together Again. Hello everybody, my name's Robert Farmilo. I'm the narrator for the God Consciousness Project, and you'll notice a little box appearing on your screen. You can click on that box and you'll be taken directly to the website, the God Consciousness Project website, and if you want to, you can order the book for free. And if you also want to, you can buy the book on the same website. That's up to you. Plus, there are so many really cool and valuable things that you can use for free available on the website. And let's get started. Oh, one last thing before we do get started. By no means or way or stretch of the imagination am I meant to be the voice of God or anything like that. I'm just the narrator for the God Consciousness Project, featuring the book God Consciousness, written by God. And here we go, Chapter 32, Death and Life Together Again. In times of stress, your body and mind can literally feel like they're making the quick transition from being alive to being dead. You can literally feel like you are dying, and sometimes when life is not going very well, you can feel and think that you would very much prefer not to be alive anymore. This is true, is it not? We both know about suffering, and in very intimate terms, for we have both known the pain and pleasure of living and dying, and also being born again. In my case, it is true that I understand living and dying from a much larger perspective than you do right now. I have the added special feature of being everywhere all the time in what you think of as past, present, and future, which, as you know, has already happened, is happening, and will happen. This can be quite confusing to most of you who are currently dealing with the realities of day-to-day living and dying. But what is easily understood by all of you, and you all know this, is that you are all going to die. There is no other way out of the life you are currently living but through this freaky gateway of death. But death and life are very much the same thing, of the same continuum, the same force, if you like, that pushes and pulls your experience along the road of existence. It is in death that great progress is made in understanding where you actually come from, the source of your coming into being. Let me put it this way. Some years ago, the human father of this scribe who is writing my dictation answered a question asked of him by his son, this scribe I'm using. The boy asked his father about the origin of souls, and if souls were made fresh each time for each life, or if souls had to be around for a very long time, or what exactly the deal was. The scribe's father told the boy that it was possible for a new soul to be made, but that certainly old souls existed too. The boy, my current scribe, wanted to know that he, my scribe, was a new soul and not some old soul. For some reason, this was important to him. Is it important? Are you a new soul just made fresh out of my soul oven? Or are you a very, very old soul, one that has been around for ages and ages? You know you want to know about reincarnation and merit and karma and how that sort of thing works. And I will tell you everything there is to know about how it all works. This is one of the most exciting chapters in the entire book on God consciousness because it deals with some of the most controversial images that you have in your human consciousness. It It has been said and written that I am an invention of the human mind, that your species had to create me as an idea, partly for the purpose of explanation and also because you need to have a sense of order and rules of conduct. And what better source than some sort of omnipotent, omniscient being who made up the whole shebang in the first place? I am glad that you are curious enough to read this far. I know that you will go away from this book with more questions than answers, too. For some of you, it will be that you are not certain that this is an authentic burn, the truth, directly from God. I know it is hard to take. Believe me, I know. And that knowing is in part because I can really, really get into where you are at in the development of your own God consciousness. I know how small your perception of me can be, how little you are aware of me, and the degree to which you are cut off from the truth. And as you know, the truth becomes highly flexible and very, very relative quite quickly. And this is highly dependent on your own state of consciousness that you are currently entertaining, that you are experiencing, and that is experiencing you. You can think and feel about your consciousness in this way, that you are entertaining your consciousness like a guest inside your awareness, and that the kind of consciousness you invite into your awareness is as much your choice as it is not your choice. You see, sometimes I will send you a guest who will enter into your consciousness, into your awareness, and the guest comes in as a new addition to your consciousness. That is one way I can put it. Perhaps I have another way I can describe to you what I mean. There are times when I will actually come to you and knock on your consciousness, knock on your awareness. This can come as me in the form of one single thought, God. And this thought may repeat over and over, again and again, in an attempt to get your attention, to get the attention of your awareness. At times like these, it will most definitely feel to you that you are not thinking this thought, and it will come not in tempo with your pulse, but like a pulse, but at its own tempo. Most often this tempo will not be in time with the pulse of your heart. Another way I can put this is that it may or will seem like an impulse of thought coming into your awareness of thought, of your own thinking of thoughts, but it will seem as if it, the impulse, is independent of your own thinking of thoughts. And this impulse of thought will often come as one word, and that one word is the word God, or 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 when I come calling, this is a most auspicious time in our life. It is the revolution. This word, revolution, literally means to start at the beginning again. Okay, we're going to take a little pause here, and you can come back and view part 2 of chapter 32, and you'll notice that the box has appeared again. You can click on that box and you'll be quickly taken to the God Consciousness Project website, and you can order the book God Consciousness, written directly by God, and you can get it for free. Or you can order the book. And just to remind you, there's all kinds of powerful, useful, knowledge-based, well, you just go to the website and check it out. Take a look through the website, you'll see what I mean. There's a lot of there It's free. You can just use to your heart's content. Okay, this is Robert Farmilo, narrator for the God Consciousness Project. Thanks a lot. Make sure you come on back and check out part 2 of Chapter 32, Death and Life Together.